Thank you. One of the most highly prized commodities in the world is enthusiasm. It gives you the drive to overcome obstacles you'd otherwise never get over. It tones up your physical vitality. It gives you that all-important bounce-back power that underlies successful living. People often ask me, how is it I have so much enthusiasm for life? To that question, I have the simplest of answers. How could anyone in his right mind be less than enthusiastic in this exciting, action-packed world? What amazes me are the pathetic human beings who somehow manage to find life dull. The funny thing is that the worrywarts and the cynics are living in exactly the same world I'm living in. Now, if you're living in this same world and lack what it takes to make the most of it, listen carefully. I'll be back with a recipe for successful living in just a moment. You can make yourself an enthusiastic person by simply thinking enthusiasm, by talking enthusiasm, by acting out enthusiasm. When you associate with enthusiasm long enough, it seizes you and takes over within you. An employer once introduced me to a salesman named Frank at a national sales convention in Chicago. He told me privately Frank had all it took to be a great salesman, if only he had a little zip to go along with his other fine qualities. Well, I took Frank aside and wrote out an RX on a piece of hotel stationery, just like a medic stared at the paper. There were just 3 words on it: practice enthusiasm daily. I haven't got any enthusiasm, he protested. I've got to get it before I can practice it. Oh, no, I said. Put the shoe on the other foot. Start practicing it, and you will have it. Get up and walk around this room and start listing the things you see that bring out enthusiasm. He still didn't get the idea. I don't see a darn thing, he said. Well, what are those 2 things you're walking around on, I asked. Mark feet down as number 1. How would you feel if you only had 1, or maybe none? At once he saw the light. He added the words hands, arms, eyes, nose, mouth. I'm way ahead of you, he said. Look at the sunshine pouring into this room. Thereafter, people who had known this indolent, sleepy, half-awake man were astonished by the change that came over him. His new outlook improved his output dramatically. Practicing joyous enthusiasm is your formula for real happiness, and you'll find it can pay off in a big way, too.